cloudy day here in the Rocky Mountains, but we've got baseball from Coors Field in Denver.
Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Antonio Senzatella will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
We're looking at a pretty good pitcher right here. ERA under 3.5 last season, and there are a lot of teams in baseball that would love to have this guy in the rotation. Very solid and very dependable.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First delivery to him. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. These Rockies guys, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win Game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win Game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against a really good team. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
To the plate now, Justin Turner, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's running. Line drive to center field. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 0-1 delivery. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you. He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Betts at second. Turner on at first with nobody out. So a full count now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Cody Bellinger at the plate now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's got 5 base hits in 20 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. And there's ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Here comes the 1-2. And another foul ball. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
Batting fourth, the catcher.
Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
He's set. Here it comes as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Boy, it sure doesn't seem like they want to pitch to this guy right here. I get that, but it's just the first inning. Sometimes you have to compete and set the tone.
Now the 2-0 home. Belted high and deep into right center. Blackman going back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Now both runners are across. And he is in at third with a 2-run triple.
That's a monster at bat right there. A 1-run lead is fine and everything, but a 3-run cushion feels a lot better. And that's where they stand right now after that 3-bagger.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock. There's a fastball swung on and hit foul off to the right for the first strike. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year. And with it, the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Fouled off. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
The next 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And it's fouled away.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the second out.
Batting 8th, The second baseman, Chris Taylor.
And now here is Chris Taylor. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Some two-out success to keep the top of the first alive. And the hits just keep on a-coming against this arm.
Yeah, Matt, and I'm not sure how much longer they can leave him out there. Not only is he hurting the team, it's probably doing some damage to his psyche as well.
Into the box, Julio Urias, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Dodgers lead this one 5-0. Julio Urias, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike one, controls the running game. A real solid pitcher. And if he pitches like he did last year, expect more of the same in this campaign.
As he'll take a look at ball one. Zero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be a good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You worked too hard early to not win this series.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. In past meetings with Julio Urias, 2 hits in 7 tries. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. And the pitcher, in fact, will just take a bite out of this one, an infield single.
Batting second, the second baseman, Greg Owen.
Here's Chris Owings now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he got him.
Batting third.
Here's Charlie Blackmon
right
now.
fielder.
First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Tapia, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Trevor Story steps in now as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through for a hit.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, C.J. Crone.
So that'll bring up C.J. Crone as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home, and not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
That's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
So now to the plate, Ian Desmond hit well on the ground to first. Oh, he makes the stop. Hats off to that one. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mookie Betts. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Tapia. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Slider laid off for a ball.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Colton Welker.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
From the stretch, swinging a hard liner to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
Standing in now, Jose Brusino. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball. Two-0 count. The pitch is taken. Strike 1. Now the 2-1. And he struck him out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
At the plate now, Antonio Senzatella. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 2 out, nobody on. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Got to take your hat off to the pitcher right here. He's throwing a little pesky at bat at him right here. Could have easily just took 3 pitches and walked back to the dugout.
The 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down here 5-1. Ready now is Cody Bellinger. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. Now here's the pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
A ball and a strike now. 1-1. Is laid off for ball 2. Three and one now. Will Smith waits on deck. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Into the box, Will Smith. 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs as he drove in a pair with a triple in his first trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
In now, A.J. Pollock, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 0-1 delivery.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Fastball well outside.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
Here comes the 1-2. Bellinger, base runner at first with 1 out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there.
Now
Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
No balls and a strike to count. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. To first. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
To the plate now, Chris Taylor, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But this will get foul for strike 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Got him swinging,
And that's the 3rd out. Dodgers strand a couple. They're up 5-1. Back to the top of the order now. And striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia.
Raimel Tapia.
From the stretch, here's the pitch as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Raimel Tapia. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Taylor. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now back, the second baseman, Red Owings.
Digging in will be Chris Owings. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
In there, 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Good waste pitch, 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Pollock has a read on it. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie
And that'll
Blackmon.
bring in Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
0-1 the count. Here it comes.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fouled away. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Think he was sitting on that pitch right there? He absolutely smoked that ball. You could tell the grimace on his face that he wanted to keep that one fair.
Another payoff pitch. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike three. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're down 5-1. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
Thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Julio Urias.
The pitcher, Julio.
Now the first pitch. And that's taken for strike one.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
On the ground to the right side. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And now the first pitch.
1-0. That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. 3-2 now.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Chopped to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Next to dig in, Justin Turner. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. And now a pitch on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Blackmon on the move. And no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
5 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he could just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Here's Corey Seager, and a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now the 2-0.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Hit in the air to shallow center. And Desmond will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 2-out double left stranded. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And in to hit next, the power hitting shortstop, Trevor Story.
Trevor Story.
Here's the first pitch. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
The 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 25, C.J. Crone.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that'll bring up the big first baseman, C.J. Crone. He's set, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Up next for Colorado, the center fielder, Ian Desmond.
So 2 out, nobody on. And the next to dig in will be the outfielder, Ian Desmond. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. One run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1, and a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Up next for Colorado, the third baseman.
Now to the plate here is Colton Welker, man at first after the 2-out walk. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Desmond is off at first with 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, you could see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Here it comes on 0-2. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bellinger's on his horse. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Rockies strand 1. They're down here 5-1. Julian Fernandez is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Julian Fernandez.
Ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
First pitch of the AB now.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Desmond is camped under this one. 1 gone. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Second home run early in the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Now batting, the left fielder.
So now to the plate, A.J. Pollock, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Hot shot on the ground is short.
Story brings it in.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
Next up is Max Muncy, singled in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Two out, nobody on. Lays off. 2-2 now.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. And he fouls this one off. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. A bouncer to the left side, and the Dodgers bats just keep going as this is extra bases as well. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2. Frozen on the fastball, never had a chance, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. Middle of the afternoon here at Coors Field. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Rockies 1.
Squad hustle like a relay, run it back like a replay. No time for that he say.
Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
For the Rockies.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate now is Jose Bracino. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
He's set. Here it comes as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
I got to count.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. The pitch. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball four here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Elias Diaz will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Elias Diaz.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. One out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, Raimel Tapia.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia.